It looks like Blueface is as yet trying too hard to find something in the wake of going on a Twitter bluster with his child mom several days prior, yet presently, his savaging has designated some unacceptable man after Cran left him helpless after their separation. The rapper chose to take a shot at NLE Choppa young lady. Now, as you can envision, Ellie didn't trifle with it. And that began a volatile on Twitter push, looking as we're along to stall all down for Ukraine rock. Blueface's ex-young lady, covered him for attempting to get it on with Marissa, who just brought forth Nell's child. Rock took to Twitter, saying in her currently erased post, "You around there attempting to break Nal hack child mom. She named you got no riz my kid," after Nee got haphazardly up to speed between Blueface's Twitter bluster. He promptly felt free to statement tweeted Rock's tweet by saying, "I was MIA like cran tooth back setting free like needed to poot," albeit this is a peculiar method for jumping into the discussion. He was telling everybody that he's focusing on what's being said by Rock and Blueface. Before you begin judging butt-centric Showa for trying to answer to Blueface's tweets, simply realize that he attempted to tackle the matter common without causing any more dramatization yet. Blue was attempting to incite Nell like he was on a mission for dramatization. Blue himself uncovered that Nell was attempting to have a discussion via telephone, yet he never answered. Blue tweeted, "Nell has been calling my telephone need the entire day about his child mom, yet I'm delicate." Blueface plainly doesn't have any desire to clear up any of his tweets or squash any conceivable hamburger he could be possibly working up among himself. And now, subsequent to understanding this, he advised him to continue to menace ladies since that won't work here. And he additionally advised him to quit squealing in light of the fact that that isn't very S of him. He polished off his tweet by yelling out his new collection shot of Flow 7 clearly. Blue is making a respectable attempt to keep himself at the center of attention by tweeting out insane allegations on Twitter, since he proceeded with his savaging binge by saying he bounced on that no RIS train till he seen I had that number. Currently, I'm his shot, AOW remix. Companion, don't call me about no peace kid. NLE Choppa answered news that Blueface attempted to hit on his kid's mom Marissa in the remark part of an Instagram post about the endeavor. Chopper composed, "He delicate call him did die." Fans accept that Blue is behaving recklessly and attempting to work up show to keep himself pertinent, as he guarantees he will never again be putting out music to run his own music name he named Meal Music. One fan tweeted toot out a TikTok of NLE Choppa playing a tune of his wearing Blueface, and the fans inscribed it saying NLE Choppa isn't feeling Blueface at everything, is copying every one of his scaffolds, lost his vocation cash life partner, his companions he's actually beefing with. Any rapper who partners with Rock, he's done everything. Began when N's child mom went on an Instagram live with Rock after Blueface attempted to purportedly hit on her when they ran into one another in Vegas. Marissa made sense of that. Blue attempted to bug her about I knew when she let him know that she wasn't keen on laying down with him. He quote me aside and he was before everyone. Better believe it. Well, better believe it. Marissa made sense of that. She dismissed Blue countenances progresses under the camouflage of being companions with his ex. She said, "I'm not intrigued. I know your child mom and I resembled. You know my child daddy." He resembled, "Who's your child daddy?" And I let him know. He was like, "You will pick my child mom over me." And I resembled, better believe it. He pulled me to the side. He asked me what my name was. I just let him know like I'm not intrigued. You realize I realize your child mother. He resembled, "How well do you realize her?" He resembled, "Might you at any point call her?" I resembled, "Definitely." He resembled, "Call her." And I resembled, "My telephone is secured or whatever." And I resembled, "In addition to you can call me, we got each other mad is the entertaining thing." And I resembled, "And you know my child daddy." So he resembled, "Who your child daddy?" And I told him. And he resembled, "He know who your child daddy is." And he resembled, "Well, how you like crying about this dumbass that is playing with you? Everyone know who your child daddy is, correct? So go on, Marissa." So he resembled, "Well, the way in which old is the way that old is the how is your child." And I resembled, 3 months. And he was very much like, "So my child 3 months too." He resembled, "So you gonna pick my child mom over me?" And I was like, "Better believe it." Yet Marissa's proclamation upset him genuinely terrible on the grounds that then, at that point, Blue began to get forceful with her. And afterward, he was very much like, I went to stroll off and he pulled me like, "Don't leave me like that. I just seem to be this ain't that." Curiously, This occurred in a range of a couple of days after the California rapper uncovered that he had done a mysterious paternity test that affirmed that he wasn't the dad of Rock's child. He tweeted, "Explain to me why I snook and trade. This child DNA test results came in. I'm not the dad SMH. It's a clashing inclination since I was coming around to it, yet certainly to my greatest advantage. Thank you, Jesus." He then, at that point, followed this tweet up by saying, "I couldn't in fact imagine, like I'm distraught as Damnation." Blue dropped the news after he openly blamed Rock for leaving his then kid deserted to go out on the town. Blue asserted that he found the child at the place of Rock's companion, whose name Bog he happened to Instagram live, and said, "It's insane that my child ain't got no parent at 400 a.m. No one needs to watch him. She got Bog watching the child at 4 a.m. so she could what at any point get some do or refrain this. So you could do a stanza, suck some, you're a bunk. It's insane my child ain't got no parent at 400 a.m. No one need to watch him. She got Bog watching the child at 4 a.m. so she might what at some point get some do a section. Let me get in here, brother, this so you could do it. Stanza, UAB anyway. Rock exposed Blue's claims, uncovering that his child was under the proper consideration of a certified sitter. Twofold XXL detailed that Blueface purportedly utilized viciousness against her and took her kid outside without anything to shield the child from the virus. Rock later clarified that Blue had powerfully taken the child for his penthouse. Barely out of spy, she tweeted, "I'm pushing 160 on the roadway to get to my child. Blueface is at the penthouse tipsy at 4:00 a.m. In the first part of the day, exploding my telephone to get pee. He go get my child in a spirit of meanness since I'm with K Smooth at the studio, putting a refrain on Cloud 9 remix. Bog lives with me, so they at home while Blue breaking in the lodging to take my kid to get me to him, so he can slap TF out of me for being with KSW. A Bog proceeds to not leave the child's side since I actually don't have the foggiest idea where he's taking my kid, who needs section 2 of the video. I have receipts of the end. Iron night, mind you, my child got no garments on when he took my child, then he tipsy driving, crashing and ruler. If it's not too much trouble, shield us from this devil. Blueface, you are a devil. Bog, it resembles the word brother. He got the child, brother. Hi Blue, blumish, relax, brother, brumish. Don't contend with him, brother, on the off chance that he poses you an inquiry. Answer directly up, quit being savvy, brother. Is this a cop? No lol, I can't dial back. Jay, I'm going 160, however I rock. Eli's I know yet. Wow, brother, mother, flick this huge. What you got to manage what happened. You ought to be better. You ought to be. This is insane, brother. Clarification. Why my child don't have a parent at 4 a.m. They're not a great reason for why my child is remaining with you and your child. Daddy is dead at 4 a.m. I slap she music coming. We simply sit tight for her. Br what Bog? Get out his face, relax, blemish, hustle, rush, allure. Right, relax, all music, right? No, we not going to stand here in the vehicle broken. They have a child, real child has no relationship. You call the police, right? Currently express out loud, whatever real you, what you get out, whatever you going say, my companion